Hey there, my Gerontology 200 new friends, all right, fall semester 2022. So today is August 19th, 2022, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you a little how-to video here, okay? I'm going to give you a tour of this completely 100% asynchronous course. Now, Julia Walsh, okay, my co-instructor, who you see right down here, okay, and my wife, 35 years, okay, we have been doing this together for 10 years, okay, and so we've got this thing totally wired. We're the original gangster of online education. It's self-paced, okay, it makes beautiful sense, and I'm going to kind of just take you through how to navigate the website. So we are 100% Blackboard driven. You can see all the categories listed over here, and I'm going to take you step by step through all this, okay? Um, if you ever need to come see us, okay, we're both on campus on Mondays, and I'm on campus on Wednesday as well, and then some alternative dates, okay? Um, Julia teaches on Mondays, and she is an attorney, so she teaches a law course. And if any of you have any questions or career advice about law as a career, she would be more than willing to sit down with you and tell you all about the ins and outs. Okay, she's an incredible attorney. She went to USC Law School, graduated top 2% of the class, number 3 in her class of about 250 students. She worked for a huge law firm, was managing counsel at a large corporation, took a step back for a number of reasons that we'll discuss later in class, and then she, 10 years ago, got back into the mix of things as a professor. She actually started as a cancer researcher, so she was a biologist by training, all right? Myself, I've always been a biologist, so I went to UC Irvine undergraduate, grew up with the Frog House Boys in Newport Beach, and I went to UT Medical School for my PhD, came back to postdoc at UCLA for 5 years, and then got my professorship at USC, and my specialty is biology, but I've expanded way beyond that. Okay, so let's just kind of get into the mix of things right here. So you see all the hyperlinks that exist, of course, in Blackboard. We're going to communicate to you via email routinely all the time, okay? Please open these emails. I know texting is the preferred method of communication and on a generational basis for you younger guys, but email is how we roll as professors, and so you're going to have to check your emails. And so you see Julia already sent this email out to you earlier, just letting you know about the class, okay? The class is officially open on Blackboard, and this is why I'm sending this out to you. And everything that we do in terms of communication via email is going to be through the announcement, okay? So we are both able to post announcements, and then we will, that announcement we sent to you as a class via email, and then there'll always be a permanent record right here in the announcement page chronologically, okay? So you can always go back in time and see what's been going on. Okay, all righty. So what do we have going on here? So the basic structure of the class, okay? First thing, of course, you always do is you're going to download the syllabus. I don't want to download the syllabus and read through it. I want you guys to go ahead and do that. This is really just an opportunity for me to kind of show you how to navigate the website, okay? Alrighty. In terms of what we have going on, we'll see that each week you have a weekly assignment that is a quiz and a discussion. Okay. And when you post in the discussions, the expectation is you do one primary post. Okay. And then you read 3 different classmates' posts and you make a little commentary on what they had to say about that primary post. Okay. And that is how you get full credit for that discussion. All right. Very cool. Alrighty, we have 2 short papers, okay? We call them critical thinking assignments, really neat stuff, okay? Where you're gonna apply your newfound knowledge in gerontology to kind of like a world view. And then the final interview paper right here, where you actually will pull aside your dad, okay? Pull aside your grandparents, choose one and interview them. And we'll give you some sample questions, but really it's okay for you to just kind of go with it and come up with some of your own questions that meet with what you've been learning in this class, okay? There are 2 exams, okay? We see this right here. What we do is we open up the exam for an entire week, okay? Once you get into the exam, okay, you have 2 hours to get the exam done, unless you have OASIS recommendations, accommodations. What you need to do if you do have OASIS accommodations is you need to send that information to Julia. Julia is the course manager, course administrator. There she is right there. And so please send it to her at her email address, which is listed in the syllabus, okay? And again, I'm not gonna bother downloading the syllabus right now, all right? Okay, cool. So there's the first exam. You just go ahead and you put that into your iPhone, okay? Put it into your Droid and make sure that you calendar this up. You have a whole week, so there's all kinds of time. Same thing. So this is the midterm. Here's the final. We always have extra credit in case you need a little few extra points to kick in. I guarantee you, you do the work, you get an A in this class. We give out, routinely give out 90% of A's in this class. Okay. All righty. And then this is just kind of a how-to folder for some issues that might come up in terms of what's going on through here. That's basically it. If you need to meet us, you can meet us. Like I said, we're on campus on Mondays, preferred outdoors because we still have the Rona kind of ripping around, all right? We can also meet you via Zoom. You just need to contact us via email and we'll have an appointment like so, okay? All righty. We have this rolling feedback. Okay, it's anonymous, so please go in there and give us feedback about anything about this course that you would like to change, or just feedback that you would say this is awesome. I'm going to tell you straight up, this isn't an applied skill course. You are going to find this in terms of what you learn in this course, the information that will go towards your newfound knowledge is going to be the best class you will have ever taken as a college student, okay? And will be as a college student, all right? And we'll see this when we kind of look at the weekly assignments and how this rolls, all right? Now, I did want to show, I can't go into the grade book, but this is kind of a way of doing the syllabus. The way Blackboard works here, we see here, we set everything up. It is coded, so we have, your weekly discussion makes up 15% of your grade. You see that right there. We have the 2 exams, okay? So the midterm and the final, so they're 15% each, so that's 30% of your grade, okay? We have weekly quizzes, so that's 15% of the grade, okay? There are only 5 questions, so they're easy to do. The discussion is easy as well, okay? You have the 2 critical thinking turn-in assignments, okay? So that's 10 and 10. And then we have the paper that's 20%, okay? And it's a 10-page paper. And, as these assignments approach in this video, and this is how we roll, I'll be communicating via these YouTube videos. You'll be able to get the guidance from these videos as the assignments come in. So I'll give you guidance on each one of them. I'm going to show you how to do it right now, though, as well, okay? Awesome. So this is, you see, it got a lot more going on because this is my instructor view, okay? All right, so this is what it looks like for you as student view. Our home page right here, okay, this banner, as we call it, is going to change because we're going to be adding staff to it. So don't be taken aback by that. We got everything all set up right here. And then as we add new people to the banner, you'll see what's going on, all right? Okay, very, very cool. All right, so what is it you need to do? Like I said, you open the syllabus, you read it, okay? All right, here's your weekly assignments, all right? So this is what you do. You're gonna come in here every single week and you're gonna do this, okay? So this first week, it starts on August 22nd, okay? You see that the initial quiz and the initial discussion is due the following Monday by midnight, okay? Don't wait till last minute. There's no point in that, okay? All right, so you click in here on this like so, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my instructional video that I'm taping right now right here, and then I'll put the video that describes this week's assignment right there, okay? Alrighty. So what you do here, okay, is you watch this video. So we give you the instructions right here, okay? Um, you'll come down then, download this PDF file. You then follow the directions right here. This is what we want you to do, okay? And then we also provide some insight. You know, I'm really 3D. I'm very figure oriented, okay? I'm a visual learner, whatever you want to call it. And so I like to look at this, okay? And so this is, you know, what we are handing off to you, kind of like a relay race, okay? This is our legacy. People live longer and longer, okay? As world population grows, okay, we see that older individuals, you see here, gold here, it's like cardinal gold with the gold. We went from 5% of the population in 1950. You see, here's population growth, okay? We have an enormous growth in population. And then we see it went to 7% in year 2000. But look at, excuse me, the transformation here in 2050. Okay, so in 50 years, people over 65 were only 2%, but you see right here, boom, it more than doubled. Okay, there are going to be major socio-economic issues and personal issues associated with that. All right. Anyways, so that's the kind of thing that you'll see every week in terms of the actual assignment that you're supposed to educate yourself about. Okay. What I encourage you to do is you open up a second browser and you basically open up the reading quiz. Okay. All right. So I can go back here. All right. And I'm just going to go back here and make it all student viewy. Like, okay. All right. Yeah, forget it. All right. So I get denied access to the gradebook because I'm a student now, but I would go in here if I was you. And what I would do is I would just open this guy up right here. Okay. I would then, okay, go ahead and open up my reading quiz. Okay. I would hit begin. Okay. And I would just kind of look over these questions. Okay. All righty. 5 questions. That's all it is. Pretty straightforward stuff. Okay. Then I would go back here. Okay. Again, this is, you know, the original page right here. I'm going to go in. Oops, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to go to this one. Okay, there it is. And I would come over here and I would end in, you know, I would go through the video and I would go through the reading and answer the 5-question quiz. Okay. Awesome. All right. Then what you do is you come down here and there's the first discussion, okay? It's more, this is an intro one, so here I am introducing myself. We're introducing the dog, okay? Bella, who's just a star in our household here. And so yeah, so you would go like so, you hit click, all right? And then you hit create thread, okay? All right, awesome. And then there's the discussion again, just in case you forgot. And then you come down here and you type your subject line. So this would be, for example, this is my discussion from John Walsh, week 1 John Walsh, or whatever you want to call it, okay? And then you come down here and you type away, okay? And you know, every discussion every week, you know, you put your heart into it, okay? In terms of the content, okay? Then you hit submit, all right? And then what you do is you can go into other discussions, okay? And so I'm going to go right in here, and this is we're looking at a previous semester here, all right? So I'm going to come down in here, and I'm going to get down to, okay, this is looking at the biology of aging, and you know what, my job is to make it easy on you, so don't flip out when you look at this stuff, okay? Sorry, I have a funky mouse right now. All right, so then there's the reading assignments, okay? Oh, that's right, you know, it's not there. You know why it's not there? Okay, and that is because, okay, there's a due date, and the discussions and quizzes will close. So you can race ahead, okay? I should have mentioned that before, and get everything done in advance, okay? But you have to get things done based on the due date, okay? I'll get back to that in a second. So now I'm in here in instructor view, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to, again, this prior week. So you see the drill. So we're looking here, for example, here's one that was on cancer, okay? You guys are going to learn all about cancer, okay? We're going to get down here. Alrighty, and here's a discussion, okay? And then I would hit click, okay? all right? And then I would look at, say, this one. I would click right here, okay? And this was Ben's discussion, okay? And then if I wanted to reply to Ben, I would hit reply, and then I would type away, okay? And then I would hit submit. So that's how you do that. All right, anyways, so, all right, I want to go back to what I was talking about. So we did quizzes, we did discussions, okay? So let's go back to this right here, okay? And, you know, in each section, we're going to look at economics, okay, right here. All right, and we can see that the quizzes and discussions are open right now, okay? What happens though is they will close. So you cannot go back and do a discussion at the end of the semester, hardly a discussion. You got to keep pace with the class. Just like working, this is a job, you know, you get an assignment from your boss. He says, I want this by next week. And so you get it, you don't give it to him 6 months later, you get it to him by next week. So you see everything is laid out here. Do this date, do this date, okay? You can work ahead, all right? Some of you guys are gunners. You can work ahead, but the bottom line, it is due this date. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay. Now, so that's the role on that, okay? So that's the quizzes and discussions that are involved every single week, okay? Okay, we saw that they were 15% each, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here and we're gonna look at the other assignments, okay? Now you're gonna see right here, if I click on, for example, the midterm, there's nothing there because we haven't opened it up, okay? When you open it up, the entire exam will pop up in Blackboard and you have 2 hours to get it done. Same thing with the final, okay? What else do we have here, okay? So these are the writing assignments, okay? So a full-blown description of exactly everything you need to do, okay? Some help in terms of what you need to do. And this is really fun. You go in there, you're going to do some data mining. It's easy to do. It's only 2 pages, plus some figures. No problem. Here's the rubric. Okay, so that's what we're looking at when we're grading this 10% of your grade contribution. Okay, alrighty. Some frequently asked questions, and then this is what your figures are going to look like. So we give you an example of the data that you're going to get right here. Okay, beautiful. That's for the first writing assignment. Here's the second one right here. Coming. Hey, look at that. I even have videos in there telling you how to do it. So this is from last time we taught it. I'll update it like everything else. Okay. Alrighty, and then right here, this is financial planning. All right, so you're going to do some financial planning, and again, it's all laid out. What you're supposed to do, the kinds of figures you're supposed to generate. Okay, it's pretty cool stuff, and then there's the rubric. Okay, all right. Same thing in the end, the final one down here for the interview paper. Again, I'm just kind of giving you a quick overview. It's pretty easy to do. All right, guys. All right, cool. What else do we need to know? I think that's it, okay? Oh yeah, when I'm looking here, I'm gonna go back to my weekly assignments, okay? I'm leaving the page, okay? All right, so this is me as instructor view, but I just want to take a look at it here. You'll see that, again, every week has a video lecture, okay? We make them fresh and clean, all right, present, so we can do a lot of current events because we're going to post these lectures every single Sunday night, okay? So when you look in your page right here, so this is assignment 3, so I'm going to come over here and we're going to look at yours right now, and I would to look at the weekly assignments. I'm going to come up over here, okay? I come over here, weekly assignment, okay? And if I were to look at assignment 3 right now, you'll see that survey says, okay, there's no video, right? Because I'm going to post it fresh every single week, all right? Sometimes me, sometimes Julie, sometimes both of us, okay? So that's how that works. All righty, cool. So that's pretty much everything, okay? I just wanted to give you the overview about, we get into pretty topical stuff. We're talking about you guys buying a house, all right? It's kind of scary stuff, okay? Let's go back now and actually look at the topics and see why this is such a great course, okay? So I already did the shock and awe about, changes in population, okay? This is a global issue, okay? So you guys are going to get a lot of you guys are going to be working with a lot of other countries, okay? It's just that the global job market, it is the way it is. This talks about, what's going down in our country. It's really important to understand biology because 90% of all medical care and 90% of all medical expenses are dealing with diseases that happen because we get older, okay? They're associated with getting older, like cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, okay? Doesn't mean that, this can't happen in younger, but predominantly it happens in older people, all right? And then we get into the nuances of, okay, so we have these issues. What is available in terms of caregiving, and what is the personal and national cost of caring, okay? Big topic, okay? The financial consequences, I had to do it. I'm sure your parents had to do it, of having to deal with an older parent when they're having health issues and you're being torn between your needs, your children, work, and caring for them. Something's got to give, all right? So then we get into, beyond that, we get into global economic and national economic issues, the burden of Social Security, Medicare, et cetera, stuff like that. Talk about retirement and something that you need to start thinking about now. Then we get into a full financial planning, okay? Investment counselor, money manager, whatever you want to call it. You guys are going to get all dialed in for that. And then we're going to have 3 lectures that with this one, we would like you to go ahead and set up your own Fidelity account, Vanguard, something like that, and start getting going. And down here, you set up your own durable power of attorney health, so you can make healthcare decisions for your parents and grandparents. They can do it for you. And then also financial, also called fiduciary. So you can make financial decisions in case somebody can't do it because they become incapacitated. We then end up with an amazing discussion about estate planning, okay? It's a big deal. Trusts and wills, beneficiaries, all this kind of stuff you got to talk to your parents about, okay? As the discussions close, some of the information may show up on the midterm and the final that we see right over here, midterm and final. So we have every single discussion in here as well. So if I hit here and I hit the archived discussions, you see that every single discussion, the content is listed all throughout here for you to access. And again, it's if you scroll through it, it's pretty cool stuff that we have going on here. Hey, there's some football players and basketball players. Why? Because we're looking at stuff like BMI right there, Alzheimer's, on and on and on. Really cool. Social Security, okay? All right, diversity, elder abuse, okay? All these really cool topics that are important, okay? All right, guys, I think that is it. But what are we going to do here? Let's check this out, all right? Let's download the syllabus, okay? All right, and it's coming. Here it comes. Whoosh. And there's the syllabus, okay? All righty. All right. I prefer to look at it this way. I got it, my friends. I'm going to enable some editing, all right? And there it is, okay? All right, so here's all the description of the course, the objectives, lots of anything you need to know about IT. Here's a description of the actual assignments that we use to assess learning, the grading, okay, that's going on, okay, the policies, okay, about being late, all right, so again, when you have a due date for like the first short paper, like this one right here, all right, it's due on that date, guys. You got to get it right, okay? If you're late, we start taking 10% off per day, okay? So that's where you got to get it done on time, okay? What else do we have? We expect you guys to be ethical, okay? So don't plagiarize. Everything will go through, turn it in, and we catch everything. And guess what? If you get a paper from a friend who's taken this course before, and you plagiarize their work, you can get an F in the class, but also that person retroactively from a year ago, we can change their grade to an F. So you don't want to do that, okay? Because you guys are moral and ethical. You're not going to copy. You want to do your own work. That's how you learn, okay? Alrighty, very cool. So it describes everything right here. Okay. Again, here is the lowdown in terms of the grading. I'm just going to move this guy over because it got a little bit out of whack. Okay. Um, Very cool. All right. So discussion 15%, just like I showed in the grade book. Reading quizzes 15%, 10%, 10% for the first three-page paper. Okay. The interview paper, which is super fun. By the way, when you do this interview paper, you need to do a video recording of your parent or grandparent for posterity. It's such cool stuff. Plus, you're gonna sit down and talk to them in a way you've never done before, which is really cool. Alrighty, each midterm, each exam is 15% and 15%. Okay, alrighty. And in total, it is 100%. Again, we use a traditional grading scale. No problem getting an A. Okay, here's some other information to you that's all about policy at USC and assistance and programs and diversity, all that kind of stuff. And then what I really wanted to show you down here is this is the blow-by-blow table that Julia's put together that describes exactly what you got going on, okay, every single week, okay? So we highlighted some big ones like, oh, the first paper is due, all right, the midterm has to be done that week, the second paper is due, the midterm is done that week, and the final interview paper. But you can also just see, all the different assignments that are coming in, the quizzes, okay, the discussions, okay. We see how right there, like I said, this thing is due the following week, okay, August 29th, okay, and that's how it's all set up, okay. This one right here, okay, all this information right here, okay, okay, and then this is due right here. Okay, so you see how it just hops around, okay, very cool. Week 3, okay, all right, due here, boom. Week 4, okay, due here. So you got a week for everything, all right. So it, I thought, to me, was a lot easier to look at, knowing I first did the review of what's going on in terms of your Blackboard page. So just, you guys like to play with websites, play with this website, okay, and get it all figured out. Alrighty. So that's we're going to add another co-instructor, Tara Mastro, her picture right here. Sorry, Tara, your picture's not in there yet, but it will be. And then we'll be adding all of the different graders and teaching assistants, because this is a big class, so we need some assistance. We ensure a consistency in the grading. All right. So email me at jwalsh@usc.edu if you have any questions. And I think what I'm going to do is going to leave it at that. I'll be sending this out via email, and I'll be posting this in the class as well. Oh, that's right. Where am I going to post it? In the first week, but also in the how-to folders, okay? So how to get an A in Gerontology 200, I'm going to put my video right there. How to use Turnitin, how to avoid plagiarism, how to post in discussion boards, everything that I kind of went over in the video is in here. If you're new, okay, you're not going to see this, but we're going to direct the new students that add the class later on what to do. If you're having some issues with Blackboard, this is what you do. If you want to look at your old quizzes, this is how you access them. You always just click on the number right here, and you can look at the printout of the old quizzes, okay? If you get sick, okay, this tells you what to do right here during the semester. We're very, very reasonable. We would accommodate everybody. Now with the quizzes, you guys can work together, but do understand that we have large pools of questions, so nobody's going to get the same 5 questions, okay? That's the beauty of Blackboard. Alrighty, back to announcements, okay? Going right here to the home page. Fidonsky, okay? Very cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to say goodbye. And I'll be sending out a new video to you on Sunday night, which is way cool. And we're going to see you guys next time. All right. Peace.